Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I hope y'all had a great week. Congratulations to those of you who have just wrapped up phase 1 with Morning Meltdown. This video is for everyone, by the way, not just those of you doing Morning Meltdown 100. I have just seen a trend definitely over the past 2 weeks, but I really think it's been going on for about a month, and I really wanted to address it and coach y'all through it because, well, that's what I'm here for. And I see the overview of the group. So I don't know if all of you look at everyone's like workout logs and stuff like that, but I see everybody's workout every single day. And I have noticed no matter what program people are doing, I've noticed a lot of talk about catching up. I'm behind. I'm doubling up so I can catch up, or yay, finally caught up, and things like that. And I want to make sure you know that no matter what program you're doing, the only person that you are competing with, the only person you're trying to catch up with is you. So if you want to catch up because you have had this schedule that you have laid out for yourself and you are trying to challenge yourself and you want to catch up for that schedule, then go for it. If you want to double up because that's what you want to do, because you feel like, hey, I want to double up. I slept in yesterday, and so I'm going to double up today. That's fine. But what I want to make sure you realize is, as much as I tell you, follow the program as is, follow the schedule, put it in your calendar like it's an appointment, any other kind of appointment that you would make for yourself, like schedule this, commit to it, do it. I also want to make sure you know that this stuff is meant to be flexible. Life happens. And certainly in this group over the past couple of weeks, we've had someone experience a death. We've had people going through really hard times. We've had back to school. We've had people traveling. We've had unexpected trips come up. We've had people get sick. We've had people have sick kids and, just things, life comes up. And for those of you doing Morning Meltdown 100, you know how do I say this? How amazing and supportive and motivating Jericho is. And you know how like every single workout, she's like, if you can't do it, then just stand there and dance, just snap your fingers, do whatever you can. Like that's her attitude about following the schedule. She has said numerous times, and this goes for all programs too. Applies to all programs. If you want to do it 100 days in a row, 21 days in a row, 80 days in a row, whatever it is, go for it. If you want to double up and you want it to be shorter, that's great too. If you can't imagine doing 100 workouts in 100 days in a row and you want it to take longer, then let it take longer. If you need a rest day, take a rest day. But I just want to make sure we're all honoring our own journeys and not thinking like, oh my gosh, the rest of the group is on day 20 and I'm still on day 15. Or everyone just finished up day 21 and I'm only on day 6, whatever it is. The way this group works, I honor people where they are. I bring them in when they're ready. So that means we've got women starting day 1, any day of the week on any number of programs. Don't get distracted. Focus on you, focus on your goals, and stick to what it is that you want to accomplish. I know for me, when I did 80-Day Obsession, it was very important for me to finish with the group. I wanted to finish with the group. I wanted to be able to say I did the 80 workouts. My grandmother got sick at the time. She ended up passing away. There were numerous times I had to double up those long 80-Day Obsession workouts. And for me, it was a good distraction. It was a good challenge. And it was something that I chose. I didn't say, oh my gosh, I have to keep up with these people. It wasn't anything like that. It was something that I wanted to prove to myself that I could choose a different way, a healthier way to handle my grief and to not use that grief as an excuse to not show up for myself. And so I challenged myself, and that was me. That was just me and my journey. So I want to make sure you aren't feeling the need to catch up, to double up so that you're not behind. Y'all would be surprised. I really should go through and count how many of you have been saying things like that. So know that this is your journey and life happens. And again, Jericho, and this is a lesson that applies to all programs, no matter what you're doing. Jericho has been talking about how the goal is just to show up for yourself and whatever that looks like. And some days, like, I show up and I am ready to go and it's amazing and I have incredible workouts. And other days I'm like, I don't want to do this. I can't do this. And it takes every trick in the book to make me press play. And I've done 20 in a row at this point, and I'm going to keep going. But will life happen at some point? It might over the 100 days. And if I get behind, or if I take a rest day, or if I decide I want to double up because I'm traveling or something like that, then that's going to be my decision for my journey. So I hope that helps y'all. I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to say. Oh, I know. So I was trying to keep this video short, but I feel like this is a really just important conversation that needed to be had. And here's another point that I'm going to throw in at the end. So we've got one person in this group who's doing the Ultimate Reset. The Ultimate Reset is a 21-day cleanse. And some of you do 3-day refreshes. And I wanted to throw this out there because I think sometimes when you get off track, the tendency is just to be like, throw the baby out with the bathwater. You're done. You messed up. You went off schedule. You skipped a day. You hit the snooze button too many times. You had too many cookies. Like, whatever it is, you're just like, ah. But how I want you to think about it is, number one, the faster you get back on track, the better. But number two, if you feel like you're getting ready to mess up, and we all know when we're getting ready to mess up. So I'm just going to use this example as the girl who's doing the Ultimate Reset. She reached out and she told me she was struggling. And she said, you know, do you think it's okay if I have eggplant and mushrooms? And I said, yes, absolutely. If the alternative is for you to crash and burn and give up and go have a cheeseburger and a pizza, have some mushrooms and eggplant. You've got to keep it all in perspective. So same goes for this experience. If you wake up and you're tired and you're dragging and your body's sore and you're like, I cannot do cardio today. I mean, there's a part of me that like wants to be, give you some tough love and say, well, challenge yourself and see what you can do, because I bet you can do more than you think. But I also want you to honor yourself and your body and where you are, and know, like, if you're getting ready to crash and burn, if there's like a middle ground you can take the middle ground. It doesn't have to be cardio or quit. Like, maybe you do some yoga. Maybe instead of like, crashing and burning on a cleanse versus like following it to a T, maybe you do have some mushrooms and eggplant. I don't know if it's allowed during the day she was on during the cleanse, but I know that if it keeps her from totally crashing and burning and giving up, like, that's okay. And it's not going to make her results like go that far off. Same with any of this that you're doing. So I hope this helps. Y'all have a great week. Let me know what questions you have. And again, we're going to be continuing to bring in new people. So you're going to see people on day one, any day of the week. So again, keep those blinders on. Stay true to your journey. And if you need help with the commitment you have made to yourself, reach out. But this is what this is all about. No matter what program you're doing, it's just showing up for yourself more days than not, and being consistent more days than not. That's where the results come from. So see y'all soon.